G'day everyone, Teenic back here again in Transport Fever. Apparently the Gulhumus 50 dub has been invented. I'm assuming that's some sort of freight van from Germany because of the dub bit. You join me just outside of... It comes up in the warning soft and you think I'd remember the name of the damn thing. What is it, Tucson Sawmill? There goes a passenger train in the background. Hello. No, I'm waving. Oh, there's another one off in the distance. We've just went into the tunnel. There's one stopped because he's following another one, which I'm assuming is some sort of extremely enthusiastic diesel. Oh, and there's an oil train. Oh, we got quite a good view from here. I'll just sit here and spend the whole episode chilling by the log pile. Tucson Sawmill. I was right, it is Tucson Sawmill. So as you can see, we have a lot of logs here. They were complaining we weren't shipping enough planks. Now they want us to ship more, but, well, there kind of aren't any. Like, I just watched a train leave. I think he's naffed off over here by now. Hello. Yeah. Big load of planks there. Massive load of planks. In fact, most of the wagons are actually empty, which is not really good for the bottom line of this train. I mean, he's been doing okay so far, but, you know, this is not going to be a profitable trip. So I figure we've probably maxed out on the amount of planks that we need up here, given that we're supplying two different sawmills to this factory. So I thought, what else can we do with planks? Well, we can, you know, become a pirate and make someone walk the plank, yar har har. But I also thought, what other industry do we have in this part of the world that uses planks? Now, I've also had San Bernardino Chemical Plant having a sook. Trying to ship more items. Because as you can see, they're getting a bit of a backlog of oil there, and we're not shipping the plastic out fast enough. So I thought, we probably need another customer for the plastic as well. And then I thought, we've got this factory just outside of Boston here. So if we could somehow run trains from these locations, or in this case, you know, a train already runs from here down to Boston, which is the Boston Interstate Freight, why not just make some goods here and truck them into Boston? I mean, we'll see less goods coming down on the freighter from Lakewood, but we might actually send some the other way, so it'll make the Boston Interstate Freight more profitable. And boy, have we got a lot of fuel hanging around up there. So what I thought was we send the planks and the plastic from these two locations down to the factory, and we also have a steel mill just down here at Orange. We have iron ore, and we have coal just up here. So, you know, that's something we can look at longer term. I'm not sure where else we can send the steel. I mean, we have a tool shop down here. We can always truck some down there and deliver the tools back into Orange. But for now, why don't we get set up making goods? Because we need plastic and planks, and we can make goods. So obviously, we'll just use the existing station down here in Boston, because we can just run a truck route up and back, and it can be a multi-purpose truck route because trucks are awesome like that. But first things first, I will get the rail line set up, and we'll go from there. Now, I'm probably thinking we'll whack an extra siding on here, and then we'll just run a railway line, you know, down the middle here, joining up to these lines, and then it can obviously just come down here, unload the planks, and we'll truck them up. So we'll get started with that first. No, I've clicked on too many things. So I'd like to expand this station to 2 tracks, please. We'll have to keep the overhead wiring on for now. Have we wired up the goods line down here? I'm not 100% sure. No, we haven't. Okay, so unless we're willing to wire up down into Boston, which I'm not opposed to. I know we've wired up the passenger line down here, which is evidenced by the steam train that we're running. We haven't wired up any of this freight line, although we do have this station on the way here. We do have these handy dandy points here. So in reality, we'd only have to wire up this section. So I'd say we could go ahead and do that. We're not going to, though, just because we'll keep the electric trains for passengers and keep the freighters separate on this line. Unless, depends on which way he wants to route himself. Yeah, I just don't want to have too many overhead wires up, because it's not really a sort of an American thing to have electric railways. They're very limited over in, I nearly said in electricity, but I meant to say in America. Now I don't want the wires for now. If we do want them, we'll come back. Yeah, so I want that track to be parallel there, and I just want you to scooch your way down there to the station. Fantastic. We've got a depot there, but it faces the wrong way. Hello, log train. Oh, you're not bringing any logs in either. Oh, yeah, we really need to get this guy another source of another delivery location. So we'll triple track this tunnel because I can. You know, it's not like we don't have the money. And then we'll just run this track up here, and as you can see, we've got a bit of a problem. We've got a station in the way. So what I'm thinking, to avoid having crossing tracks, we'll have the inbound trains go in through this platform and the outbound trains come out through this platform. That way we're not crossing over and blocking anything more than we need to. So actually we'll probably do this side first. So we'll drag you right up, right up to the station, so we've got as much room as possible, and we'll just bring a track in over here for the outbound trains. And yeah, we can probably go faster than that. Let's go 60. 60 is probably all right. Then we can get rid of this little track here we don't need anymore. And now I just need to drag and drop another set of points in here. We can do 65. That's probably all right. 66, close enough. Same thing. 60. Now Fort Collins Steel Mill's having a sook. Oh well, I can see why. That's a perfectly justified sook. We'll sure we'll get around to fixing you eventually. 741 steel. That is a significant amount of steel. Look, man, I completely agree with you. That is ridiculous. But kind of busy over in Tucson at the moment, so we'll leave that for 7 or 8 episodes, or more. So we need to whack down a couple of signals. So obviously we need to put down a signal here. Conveniently, we've already got one sitting on the passenger line, so that's fine. They'll just follow the passenger train through there. And then for the trains coming out of the passenger station, can I squidge a signal in? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to scooch these points up a little bit. Let's just say to about there. Scooch that in 75, that's reasonable. We want to get him out of the way of the passenger trains as quick as possible. Yeah, so we'll drop a signal in there because obviously the platform has its own signal for passenger trains, but non-stop trains will be able to draw up to this signal if a passenger train's naffed off in that direction, because we've gone ahead and gotten rid of that signal, haven't we? Spoiler alert, we have. Okay, so that puts these trains through on this track here. He can then cross over. No, hang on, this track here. I'm getting confused. I think I'm driving on the left. This track here for the inbound and the outbound trains will come along here. Admittedly, cross over here, so our whole idea of not crossing anything died pretty quickly. And then he can just tootle up here and then come in here. Look, it looks more elegant. We'll just leave it at that. Just be happy with what we've got. So that'll bring the train down here. I mean, if I could figure out how to extend this station without demolishing it, maybe I could put a couple of transfer tracks in there. Actually, why don't we just unload here and yeah, run down here instead of running all the way down into Boston? And we could just have a sort of a sneaky little trip train going. Now, can I expand you to 3 tracks? No, of course not. There's just no room at the inn. I guess I could scooch this junction up a bit. That's probably doable. Why don't we go ahead and get our fancy high-speed tracks in here? Yeah, what are we looking at? We're looking at about 80 k's an hour. That should be doable. Yeah, okay, happy with that. So that's put you across, and then put you across there. Good. And then we want to get rid of these signals here, just so no one's hanging back into the junction. And then we can get rid of this track here. We've broken something, apparently. Oh, because that track's not electrified. Oops-a-daisy. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Gonna put it back. Just no harm, no foul. See, everything's fine. See, no warnings. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. And we'll go ahead and electrify these new bits of track here, because obviously we've got electric trains that kind of want to run on there, and, well, they couldn't when we took the wires away. There we go. Get rid of it again. And this time, no one is having a fuss. Everything is fine. In fact, there's one of those aforementioned electric trains now. Construction not possible. Construction not possible. This. No, just want to get rid of just a little bit here. No. That bit. Yeah, good. Now will you let me get rid of that? Yes, you will. Thank you. Was that so difficult? Construction not possible. I never. No, just yeah. Okay, well that's helpful. Get rid of that as well. Good. Okay, fantastic. We could probably smooth out this junction a little bit, but I'm going to put that in the future TNIC problem and not the current TNIC problem, which I realise is really short-sighted, but have you met me? That's what I do. Now, obviously, this signal here is superfluous, so it can naff off. This signal down here is superfluous, so it can naff off. And we can just shoot another signal in the middle there somewhere. Good. Okay, so you, extra platform, please. Fits perfectly. Nailed it. Now, what trains are actually running through here? No, it's not helpful. Oh, we broke it, didn't we? Is there an undo button? Can I just hit undo? Yeah, well, I've clearly broken the Boston Interstate Freight. That's good to know. Well, at least we know what's trying to run through there now. So back this off. We'll probably rejig this fella, turn the wires off, so that the Boston Interstate Freight runs through the outside platforms, given it's a through train. And then obviously we'll have the turn back train in the middle there. So everything's going to be fine. Everyone just hold your horses. Yeah, okay, we'll fix you. So your issue is when you're coming back. This is Tucson Halt. It even says it there. So we'll send you through platform 3, and you're happy now. See, crisis averted. Oh ye of little faith, which, to be fair, is probably justified. I don't really deserve much faith at this juncture because, well, I mean, I have a long list of catastrophes to my name. Like, I'm talking a long list, like it is huge. You know, and that's not what she said because she hasn't seen my list of catastrophes. Yes, so clear that out there, and then we can make this this center platform here the turnback platform for the trains that give a damn. So run this track up here. No, just keep it parallel, keeping it parallel, keeping it chill. Now, outbound trains are on this track, so that's where we want to set those points up. And then the inbound points we'll just squidge in here. Say 65, 70 clicks an hour. That should be super duper. We'll obviously need a couple of signals down here to stop conflicting movements because those are bad, and you can take that to the bank. Yeah, I know. Hello, my friend. Are you enjoying your new station? I really hope you are. Well, not new station, but your slightly upgraded station. Do I want to have a set of points out the other end? Is there a depot we can use down here? Yes, there is. Okay, so yes, I do want a set of points out the other end just in case of depot-related shenanigizing. That's a thing people do, I'm assuming. So I'll whack a set of points in here. I don't need to be too fast. Faster than that, though. 57, that'll do. And then just squidge a set of points in here. Is that going to work with the level crossing being so close, or have we've put a bump in, haven't we? Oh, it's so ugly. Oh, level crossings. Oh, just go away. Yeah, hi. Sorry, I didn't want to get rid of the track in front of you by mistake in case you got a bit confused. Well, that smoothed that out nicely. I guess it's time for the Teenic Bridging Hour, where we have yet another series of bridging fails. You've come to know it and love it. Well, you've come to know it anyway. Now you, I'd like you to stay on the level. We should be able to clear it. Fingers crossed. Oh, yeah, see, look at that. Well, apart from this disaster, we should be pretty right. Yeah, see, look at that. That's a bridge and a half if ever I saw one. I don't know if it's and a half. It's definitely a bridge. Do we want to go good old Gary Green Bridge? Or Bobby Box Girder? Or Marty the Modern Bridge? Let's go Marty the Modern Bridge. Or is that too modern? No, let's go Gary the Green Bridge. Did I call it Gary initially? Was that what we... No, I can't shorten it. I was going to try and cut this little bit off, but I don't think that's really... Oh, that's an interesting development. I've never seen a bridge do that before. I'd kind of like it to do that, but... Wow. Why can't I build bridges like that normally? That'd be really useful. That smoothing tool is not going to do anything for anyone, so, you know, let's just squidge that out. Squidge this out, make it look 10% more natural. You know, it's like artificial hair colouring. It's you're never going to fool anyone, but you can just pretend, and everyone just pretends, and we all lie to ourselves, and somehow everything ends up okay. So that's good. So we can squidge out the other end there, and everything will be hunky-dory if we do need to go back to the depot. That set of points there is a bit janky, but, you know, we can fix that. I was going to say, but it's okay, and then I thought, you know what, it's really not okay. It looks really bad, and I don't like it. So I've fixed it now. Well, quote-unquote fixed it. It's better than it was. What's waiting here? Cattle. Where are we sending cattle? Oh, we're sending them up to the food thingy up near Lake something. Reasons, logic and stuff. Yes, good. Okay, so we've finally set that up. So all we need is a cute little trip train to run back and forth there. Now, what I'm thinking, bear with me, because this is a thing. Well, I think it's a thing. Yes, diesels. What if we run 2 of these? What's that going to cost to run a year? 180, about 360. 360 grand a year to run. How's that go versus a mainline diesel? Hell of a lot cheaper. Well, I say hell of a lot cheaper. It's cheaper. So what if I go one of you, Yeah, I really wanted to use that new reskin version because it looks cool. And then we go, how long did we build this station, by the way? Just FYI, just, hypothetically. This is a bibbly 240, again with the consistent station lengths. 240 meters, apparently. How long is this one? This one is 320, because of course it is. 240 is what we're aiming for. This is good to know. Bring the depot back, please. Diddly diddly dee. Fiddly dee. Let's go with, what did I say? 240. So let's go with 200. Close enough. Well, exactly 200. If that's not close enough, I don't know what is. Whack a diesel on the end. No, I wanted to... Can I not add it on the end? There we go. I knew I could double head. Yes, so we've got a push-pull train, so no need for a caboose, and that way they're not having to run around at our ridiculously non-run-aroundable station. Which, of course, begs the question, how does the electric train run around? And I think you asked too many questions and you should have a timeout. So please close this video and reopen it when you're ready to play ball. Okay? We'll wait. It's fine. Okay, you good? Yep, good. We're going to behave now. Yep, that's another warning for Fort Collins Steel Mill. Good. I'm glad we're fixing things here. I'm pointing at the screen again. I should stop doing that. Because clearly Fort Collins Steel Mill is where the action is, in this case, not at. Now, you, sir... Why am I setting you a line? We need to give you a new line. We need to do this properly. We played this game like yesterday. How do you not remember how this works? Close that. Yes, good. Then send him up to here. So he's using the right platforms. Yeah, this is going well. And we'll call this. I'm now wiggling my fingers in preparation to type things. This will be logs planks. Yep, I know I'm saying logs planks and we're just doing planks. Yeah, I got something in mind. Tucson. Boom. It's a thing we've done. I'm going to elect to have you... No, just load any. You can chuff back and forth empty if you really want to. Yeah, so you should be on logs, planks, tucks to... Well, just tucks. And I buggered up my naming convention. Well done, me. Tucks. Good. Fantastic. Now, are you whinging because the steel train's gotten jammed up at the junction again? No. Maybe it's just missing. Is there a steel train in the area? Hello, Mr. Steel Train. I'd like you to pick some steel up now. Okay, we've got you. What are you doing? Are you stuck? No, you're unloading. Okay, well, that's like the opposite of stuck. What are you doing? You're coming back to pick up some more steel. Bully for you. What are you doing? You're waiting for a free path. Oh, you're just at the junction. Okay, cool. And then the monster train is fully loaded with steel, and he's still making money. Good. Something I'd like to come back to here is I'd like to swap this older, smaller train out for a big boy, but obviously we forgot to watch him coming out of the depot. This is some impressive ass state cars, though. Steak. But yes, okay, so he's going to go off and hopefully start loading some planks. Well, actually, he won't load planks because the sawmill doesn't know why I'd want to send planks down here yet. Good work, me. Well, here, rather. We're sending him here. So I would like to increase the size of this truck stop, because reasons. Or do we want to just have two smaller truck stops? Because we're going to have to take planks from here to here, scooch over here, pick up logs and bring them in here. Yeah. We'll probably go with two smaller truck stops just to avoid traffic jams at the one big truck stop, because that can get rather ugly. Also, we've got a real backlog of trucks here. Do we need more food? What are you guys... Did I build the wrong truck for this? What are you trying to do? Tucson food deliveries? Well, apparently you can haul food, you're just not. Okay, that's okay. Just thought being an open wagon, you'd want to haul something more like coal. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's a logic behind what all those trucks are doing. We just haven't delivered any food over there yet. Is that because all the food's trying to go elsewhere? Your cattle food tucks to Sinbad. We do have some food waiting, but not much. Okay, is that a problem with you? You have a lot of cattle stored. Make more food. Try to deliver more livestock. Oh, I'm trying, trust me. Yes, okay, so setting a route up for planks over to the factory is paramount importance, because otherwise that plank train is going to have absolutely nothing to do. I can't send it to a truck stop because you haven't built one yet, you Burke. Let's go with a nice, small, friendly truck stop style truck stop here. That's because truck stops can be friendly or unfriendly, apparently. According to the logic of TNIC, they can. We'll also build a cheeky little shortcut there. That seems a lot more efficient. Hey, look, we've hit $1 billion. We can't be doing everything too badly. Just most things. So this will be planks, Tux to Burston, because reasons. Well, because it's delivering planks from Tux to... Get off my back. Now, that's a train depot. Surely I've got a road vehicle depot in this town somewhere. I have road vehicles. Where do the buses come from? Also, we need to service this part of town. Oh, over here. Okay. Apparently that's where we built the depot. Go us. So show me freight trucks. Just Studebaker. What can you carry? You can carry planks. You can carry logs as well, so we can double you up. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we'll move to double you guys up to go pick up the logs as well. Now we need planks. Planks are down the P for planks, which is down here. Planks Tux to Boston. Good. So with that route set up, we should start seeing some planks come in here to go here. Of course, this is completely useless without some plastic or steel. So what we might do actually is run that truck down here, because he can run planks in here, goods down here, plastic back up here, then go out and get logs and bring them back. Yeah, that way his only real empty leg is the factory out to the sawmill. So, yes, I really like this. I'm enthused. Are you enthused? I'm hearing nodding. I'm going with that. Do we have a truck stop near the train station? We don't. That's good, because what I'd like to do... are we going to need any more platforms down here before I go ahead and expand this thing? We're bringing the planks in. We might need one for the steel, which will come in from here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw an extra platform on just in case. Why have you forgotten how big the station is? Why are you being a jerk? No, you're obviously not one track that's 80 meters long. Oh, for Pete's sakes. So you're obviously 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go 6 tracks. Yep, that's clearly wrong. Let's say 200. Okay, well, you're not 400. You are 320. You are going to have a sook about this due to terrain alignment collision. Okay. No, I didn't want to move the window. I do want both side street connections. Cool. Still not really helping me with the terrain. Oh, of course, haven't put the transit track in. Gonna have to do that. That's a thing we gotta do. Where would we shoehorn that? Is that transit tracks A or B? Okay, this is looking a bit more likely. 2 tracks. Is the spacing off? Because this track lines up mostly, but this track doesn't. Is there a spacing option I've neglected to fix? Elevation offset, station slope, underground tracks. Fancy. No, nothing so extreme. Maybe it's up here. Platform spacing. Here we go. 12 meters. No, that doesn't look right. 10 meters. That doesn't look right either. 9 meters. No, it looks wrong too. 12 meters. No. 14 meters. No. 15 meters. It looks a little better, but I still don't understand what's changed as to why nothing lines up. We've got the transit track in the right spot, but it just doesn't want to... Okay, let's hit the pause button and get the bulldozer out and just hope for the best. Okay, so if I get rid of this... Yeah... No, we're not destroying... No, we're not getting rid of the station. Okay, now you'll let me build it. But you're going to bugger everything up this end. Did I build it on a slope last time? Is that the problem? It definitely seems to want to be on a slope. Have I built this on a slope initially and then forgotten about it? It does look slope-related. Turn the bulldozer off before you do something you're going to regret. Okay, now let's have a look at sloping. That's curvature. We don't want to touch curvature. Curvature's fine. Station slope direction. Down. No. Up. There we go. Okay. Has that... Wow, okay. Well, I must have done that last time, and it worked. So put that track back, because clearly it's a thing that needs to be put back. Everything else is happy. There are no warnings. Tension slowly fading. Cautious sense of optimism returning, I guess. We did it. There's no warnings. Nothing seems to be broken for now. I'm okay with this, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and put a medium street just heading outside of the station. and connecting up to the highway over here, please. No, you had a nice little curve coming on. No, just, yep, before it went, yep, there. That looks slightly better than the alternative. Only slightly better, but, you know, better. And let's bring this road around, and can we go up? We can go up. That's too much up. I want less up. I want you to come back to about, say here. Yeah, cool. Yeah, good. Now flatten out. Yeah, now if we flatten you out, yeah, you're bridging. You're not bridging very attractively, but you're bridging, which is good. Cool. I'm okay with this. What if we build the slope on the other side? Maybe that'll help. Let's try. Yep. Okay, that's flat. Nope. We up. Yep. Okay. Now, what if we try and connect these two? Do we get a bridge? We get a bridge, and it's not ugly. Maybe I'll finally crack the secrets of bridge building through a sheer dumb fluke. And dumb is definitely the operative word there. Let's go with a nice modern concrete bridge because we're in town. And that way, if we do want to deliver anything by truck, we've got a convenient route to do so. So small country road. I'd like you to, yeah, if you could just, yeah, okay, cool. So what I'm thinking, because we need to deliver the goods into town somewhere, because we can't just kick them off at the station here. We've already got goods coming in from other trains. So I'm thinking we have a truck stop here. We bring the goods in, drop them off, and just have a local route delivering the goods into town. Like, we already have a truck stop next to the station, don't we? It's for Boston deliveries. Well, now we're going to have another truck stop next to the station. And bleh, that's going to be a thing. Because we're going to have to... Hang on, let's think about this. We have to drop goods off at the station, but also drop goods off in the town. Yeah, okay, so we're probably best off sending this truck route in here to drop off. So this second street connection over here is complete bollocks. Good to know. Good work. That's go team. Yes, okay. So, well, we've built this fancy highway bridge, so we're damn well going to use the fancy highway bridge. And by doing so, we're going to avoid all the traffic in town. That was my plan all along. No, you had a nice curve. Yeah, do that. Ooh, I like that. I mean, I don't much care for this ugly sheer drop-off thing we got going on, but the rest of it's all right. Bet you're not going to let me rebuild that thing now, are you? We're gonna do this. Okay, you've gone ahead and made my bridge ugly, but it's not as ugly as some of the other bridges I built, so I'm going to be okay with that. Let's just have a go with the smoothing tool here to see what we can do. Just pretend this is all part of the world as we know it. There you go. Isn't that nice? Good. Well, at least if we do need another truck stop over here, we now have the facilities to do so. Now, where's that truck route we had initially? You guys are fine. Obviously, you're not doing much at the moment, which is okay. Here comes the plank train with literally no planks. That's good to know. Ooh, more diesels and road vehicles and trams. Okay, so what do we got? We've got a tram. We've got some sort of fancy stretch limousine bus. We've got a really attractive European diesel, a no-hab. And we've got another reskin of the PA and some German coal hoppers, 3 different types for some reason. I'm assuming they differ slightly. Good, that's good to know. So yeah, after Boston South, obviously you're going to pick up goods and run them into Boston sidings. Really should rename that. And that way you can unload for the station, or you can swap over with these guys who are currently not carrying much at all and run goods into town. So that'll be fine. Obviously, we'll need to actually make some goods first, but you guys can then do double duty by bringing the plastic back up here, which will hopefully get the message it can come in on the Boston Interstate Freight Train, along with all that food. In theory, this should sort itself out. And that's a very big in theory. Oh, hang on, we've got goods down here. Where'd they come from? They are going in on Tucson goods deliveries. Oh, they're probably coming on one of these trains. Yeah, like this one. Good for you. Well, you're doing your thing. So now the next thing we need to do is run a road over here to connect up the logs. We may need to run the plastic directly over here, depending on how crowded that train gets, the Boston Interstate Freight. I'm hoping you will now see another market and start doubling down on the plastic production. Anytime you want to start burning through your stores, that'd be great. Yeah, okay. We'll sort that out and come back to it. But yes, the next leg we have to do is from Boston Sidings, which is inappropriately named, over to this, forestry. And then obviously he will have to run the logs back up here. So I'm going to build a couple of new roads because, well, the existing roads are not exactly conductive to, good quality trucking if that could be a description we use. So we'll go a small country road, and we'll bring it out, say, this way. That's a direction that we want to go in. We'll bring it over here, and we need to get to the other side of this railway line. That's going to be fun. We can level crossing it, and it's not 100% hideous. It doesn't actually break the railway line at all. No, we haven't put a speed hump there. That's good. We've got some nice modern crossing lines. Excellent. And yeah, we should probably upgrade this to be a more modern road as well, because trucks. Go ahead and throw a truck stop down there. Good-o. And then obviously we'll need a bit of a shortcut. Actually, would we want... Are we gonna... Oh, we're gonna be picking up... what are we picking up here to bring back goods? No, we're bringing logs already, so we don't need to go back via the factory. We need to come back in via, yeah, this catastrophe area up here. So we'll have to run a road, yeah, up here. God, having $1 billion in the bank has done wonders for my ability to spend money. I'm just, I'll just build roads wherever the hell I want. Yeah, pointless highways for everyone. Good. Excellent. So now that's a bit of a roundabout route, but it's more direct than if we'd used the roads the game had provided. So now they're going to be dropping goods off here. They're going to run empty over here, collect some logs, and then they're going to bring the logs over to here to start the whole process again. Of course, what if we want to bring goods from here back up to here? Oh, that's a thought. In fact, all we're doing is bringing the plastic up here to Lower Tucson, so we've buggered that up already. So bring the plastic back up here to Boston South. Yes, we might have to set up separate routes for this one because, yeah, let's think about it. He's bringing the plastic back up here. Then we're going to have to send him from here to here. Yeah, we didn't really build the roads to suit that, did we? No, we did not. But of course, then we might need him to bring goods up here to load on either the goods train or into the trucks to take him into Tucson. So, that's a thought. That's some road vehicles we need to replace. Yes, we might actually need two separate routes here. So we've got planks down here, goods down here, goods back, plastic back here, goods up here. That's a self-contained route. Excellent. So we'll call this planks slash plastic slash goods. Fantastic. That will be fine. Now we just need a route running the logs over to here, because obviously we want the planks train to be taking the logs back again, so it's not running empty in both directions. Well, there you go. We've got our first delivery of planks coming in. Fantastic. Let's get a nice view of that. Slow down. Slow down. Okay, I want a view. Here we go. We've got a view. Let's enjoy the view. That train is going to make us so much money. Also, mate, you got your headlight on at the back there. Just FYI. Headlight. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. You do you. That's good. I'm wondering, is there any benefit to bringing goods over in this direction? We could deliver goods up to San Bernardino and swing by the forest on the way back. That would mean we're not just building a route specifically to run logs over to here. We could run logs over to here, unload, drop down here, pick up goods, run them into San Bernardino and swing back via the forest. We will need to build a new road over the mountains though. Let's just stick with the logs for now. Trucks are reasonably cheap to run. Good thing we built these pointless roads that don't actually do anything. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one because, whoops. Yeah, we'll leave that little bit there. I want to rebuild this intersection here because it looks janky and I don't like it. So we'll smooth out the highway like that. And we'll go ahead and rebuild this out to here and connect up like that so that it makes some small modicum of sense. Very small. Not much sense at all. So that's fine there. And that way the highway looks a bit smoother as it snakes its way down to Boston there from Tucson. A lot of cars on the road. Oh, not really, actually. I guess most people are using the train. Oh, look at the Beatles. Look at the Beatles. Look at the Beatles. Hey. Yeah. Good for you, my friend. You have a Beetle. You have a different type of car. And you have the same type of car, but in white. And that's pretty much just the same car. Beetle. Yes. And third type of car. Cool. Getting distracted. Building a new line. So we want to go... Oh, it's a nice green color as well. So we want to start up here with the logs and bring them back, no, over here to exchange for... I guess you're just going to unload them and run empty. Is there any other freight we could use on this truck route? Yes, apart from dropping off via the factory and taking the goods up to San Bernardino, which I'm not opposed to because it's basically on the way. Yeah, that's sort of all he can do for now. So we'll call this logs goods for now. And this is, we'll call it San Bernardino. I think that's what we called it. To Tux. Because, I mean, even though it says Tucson transfer, it is San Bernardino Forest. So it'll help me distinguish it slightly. Now, if we want to build a road over here, this is probably the easiest way to do it up through the pass. Would help if we put some trucks on that route. We've gone ahead and set it up and done absolutely nothing with it. So no, we want the box version. So you can carry logs and goods. Excellent. Okay, cool. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for now. And you guys are on logs goods. Sinbad to Tux. Excellent. So all we got to do now is run a little road up and over this this mountain range here, which should be fairly straightforward. I mean, it's not like we have to worry about the contours as much as if we were a train, but obviously we don't want to be going up too steep a hill if we can avoid it. And landscaping still costs money, so that's the devil. So run you up, yeah, it's not too bad, and then we'll guess we'll just go around via the railway line to get into town. Yep, jump over the hump. A bit of landscaping there we can do without. Yeah. Gonna keep the road cheap and cheerful because I'm a cheerful guy, and fill in the blanks. Let's see, is that a nice little cutting there? It is. Okay, so if we bring the road up this hill, yeah, sort of like that. That's a bit of landscaping that we didn't really want. Okay, well, that's a lot more landscaping. Okay, well, you've knackered this. Why don't you back it back and try and do it properly? I don't know if that's properly, but it looks different, so not really. Okay, so over the hump, back up again, like that. There you go. Good work, sunshine. Come over here and just raise it. That's too much raising. Okay, okay. Hug the landscape a bit, then raise. Yeah, no, don't go down. That's the opposite of raising. Yes, good. Now you should be able to bridge straight across. It's not great. It's certainly not going to win any awards. That's ugly. That's ugly. That doesn't look right. Ugly. No. Yeah, you know what? The modern bridge is always a winner. And then we've just got a nice, sneaky little back road into town here. And then the town can do what it wants with it. Also, go town for forward planning. I mean, look at all these roads they've set out ready for buildings to populate. Impressed. Now, San Bernardino, where would we want to deliver stuff to? Probably the center of town where all the goods, where all the commercial is, rather. So, we can probably shoe on a truck stop in here. Would that get us much? Not really. It gets us a big chunk of the industrial zone. Can we squeeze this in here? I'm mindful of this bright yellow building over here. 662, 687. Oh, here we go. 486. Yes, just like my old computer. Good. Done. Fantastic. We've got a truck stop in the center of town now. Excellent. So all we have to do now is find our happy little trucks here. Cool. And add on to their orders. So, after you've gone and dropped off your logs, I'm going to get you to swing by the factory, and then you can take your goods all the way up here into San Bernardino, and we should probably buy some more trucks for this route since we've gone ahead and extended it that much. God, we're really doubling down on this truck route and this factory in general, so I really hope this works out for us. Otherwise, we're kind of screwed. Now, you guys are logs and goods. There you go. Go forth and make some money. Well, the logs know what's going on. How's this factory going? Have you accepted anything? Nothing yet. Okay. Do we have any plastic trying to make its way down here? Oh, we have plastic at the station. Yes, it's all working. Everything is coming up Millhouse today. What are you? You're a cattle food. I don't care about you. Go away. What are you? You're a Boston Interstate Freight. You're not carrying any cattle. Well, you're not carrying any plastic. You're carrying cattle. I don't want you carrying cattle. I want you carrying plastic. Get your shit together. Okay. New question. Could we put plastic on this train? Well, not this particular train. It's going the wrong way. But what about the other way version of it? Where is it? So you come in... Yeah, okay. So you are, in theory, bringing food up here. We could just as easily unload... I don't want to know what's going on with that bit of bread there. That is just... Wow, okay, we're having a bad time over here. Let's just... Okay, can we just... Yeah, okay. Okay, we're happy now? We've settled? We've settled. Good. That was very alarming. I'm wondering if it's not worth trying to run the plastic from here down to here as well instead of running it on the Boston train. Oh, actually, we're running the Boston train out of here. So, no, it's probably more of a direct route to run the plastic down like that and then up like that. And holy hell, we have a lot of plastic up here as well. Is any of that... Ah, here we go. Some of that's trying to come down as well. This is working. This is why I like having a big interconnected network, because I've got myself turned around. Now it's decided to load plastic onto the Boston freight, which will get unloaded here and loaded onto the same trucks we're delivering the planks with. Ho ho ho. Yes, this is fantastic. This is all going swimmingly. Now there's a lot of grain here, so we did put another grain train on last time. Doesn't seem to have made much of a dent. We have 783. So, you're a grain train. How much do you carry? 288. Yeah, a third grain train would not go far astray, I don't think. Again, I'm worried about shoehorning too many trains into this junction area here because, well, things get real. And it's not like the real life Transport Fever version. It is like actually dodgy train shenanigans. So let's talk vehicles. I do like the Alco. Where is he? That nice little what livery do we get that one? Generic. Okay. Well, it doesn't actually have a special name. It's probably easier if we just pull up diesel locos. There we go. That narrows down. So we got this version here, which I don't know what color scheme it's in, or this version, which is in a slightly different color scheme. Yeah. Literally nothing different about no description changes at all. We do have this fun little NOHAB. It is a European variant of the American F-Series, and the F-Series is the Streamliner type over in America, if I understand correctly. So, if it's a European version of an American engine, we can use it in America, right? It does 120 k's an hour, 200 kilonewton things, that much power. How's that compared to the existing diesels? Okay, so it's cheaper to run, a little bit less on the power, less on the top speed, but we're running a freight train, so it doesn't really matter if it's a bit less on the top speed. Oh, look at that, I bought one. Cool. Now, show me something in the way of grain. We got the gondola. We do have these European wagons, which can't carry grain, so that's not a problem. And we do have this fella here, which does carry grain. I am tempted to... I mean, it is a European engine. We've also got these box vans down here which can carry grain as well, but that's probably a bit too European for my tastes. These fellas here wouldn't go far astray. But certainly better than the open gondola where we just sort of chuck it in and hope for the best. Yeah, let's build these. They've got a good 80 k's now. What do you do? 120. See, there you go. These are significantly slower. I guess they are on their own line. Let's go with these and see how they go. So we've built some, and we've crashed the game. Cool. I'll be back in a sec. That was a whoopsie. It really didn't like that. So yeah, sorry. We'll have a bit of a cut, and I'll sort that out. Right, and we're back. We're watching our brand new train make its way out of the depot. Turns out some idiot, probably me, in fact I'm entirely sure it's me, downloaded the wagon, downloaded the bogies, and then forgot to actually load the bogies into the game. So, nothing wrong with the mod itself. I just enabled the wagon mod and forgot to enable the bogie mod, so of course the game crashed because it had nothing to display under the wagon, and yada yada yada. So we've managed to get our oddly European looking grain train running. It does have a capacity of 304, and that's only in a length of 205 meters. I didn't want to overload this poor old NOHAB because I didn't want to, have it get stuck on the slight hill up from the farm. So it is significantly shorter than the other grain trains that we've got running, but I'm hoping that it's carrying more freight. So, it's a net gain. And I resisted the urge to go ahead and whack a caboose on the back because I thought, well, it's kind of European. Oh, the brakes sound good. That's some good sound from that. I'm quite impressed with that wagon. Go you, special bogey thing. Unless that's not the brakes and that's the nearby factory. I'm not sure, but we fell into the inside of our engine there. But yeah, so that's our new grain train running there. Hopefully that will then generate some more plastic, which will then come up here, make its way over to the factory and turn itself into goods, as well as also helping us to generate more food. But you know what? I think we've had quite a successful episode here. Apart from the whoops-a-doodle with the crashing. As you can see, I managed to build a slightly different, slightly more attractive bridge. Well, I say slightly more attractive. You be the judge of that. But you know, everything else should be how we left it before the game crashed. So it remains to be seen if any of these routes will actually bed in and start making some money. We obviously know we've got some plank deliveries happening. Not many, which is why this thing's hemorrhaging money. So, you know, good for you. It's nice that you tried. But, yeah, hopefully we'll get some planks moving over here. We'll get some plastic coming in. We'll get some goods going out. We'll get some logs coming in from here. And this whole supply chain that we've just set up down here will actually start turning some profits. But you know what, folks? I think we've done enough today. I think we've accomplished a little bit of stuff. Not much. What are you waiting for? We're sitting at a red signal for... Oh, you're waiting for the electric train to go ahead of you, are you? Do you have to cross over, or do you have to cross over here? Where are you trying to go, my friend? What's the hold up there, buddy? You got a couple of trains ahead of you at the station, but nothing really pressing. You're not waiting for this log. You're waiting for the log plank train, aren't you? Well, that's generous of you, but you really shouldn't have to. He's a smelly freight train. He can wait. It's because we didn't give him a signal. Yes, okay, well that makes sense. Then we'll put a signal down to hold the freight train. Oh, no, there is a signal there. Well, you have no excuse for just sitting and chilling out then. You lazy git. But yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna call it a day here. I'm hungry, so I want to go have some lunch. And if you don't like it, well, I don't care, because I'm hungry. And as I said, I want to have some lunch. But you know, I've been Teenic. This has been Transport Fever. Good to see our final shot of our new train has been blocked by an old train that we're all thoroughly sick of seeing. So you know that went well. As always, hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you again next week for another episode of Transport Fever, when we tackle probably Fort Collins Steel Mill and its, you know, overabundance of steel and slag and what have you. But until then, later days. Seriously, do you really need the back headlight on? I don't know what that accomplishes. Oh, well, just make some money, would ya? You're just hemorrhaging money at the moment. It's bad for business, okay? Get your shit together, Jesus.